Let's talk about the real estate market. You know, you live in San Diego, California, where it's got some of the best real estate in the entire world. And when we look at best ways to market this real estate, we have to not just look at some of the things that are happening in the median price range, but also in luxury listings. This is where I think you have significantly more advanced strategies. You're talking about foreign investors as well. So here to help me with that is Seth O'Byrne, a repeat offender of the show, and first time of the show, Steve Games, chairman of the board with Pacific Sotheby's. So good to have you guys
here. Nice to be here.
So Seth, you were on our panel last Tuesday, the Real Estate Mastery event. Just to explain what that means to our audience, Seth is a pros pro. He's the guy that the pros follow to learn from. So pretty cool event. I appreciate you speaking on stage.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really great. You know, marketing is my passion. Luxury real estate is really where my heart is. That's why I'm with Sotheby's International. And, you know, it was great because I think we're really trying to do some stuff in real estate marketing that is pushing pushing the edge. And it's really great to have an opportunity to share that with other realtors to help advance the industry on a whole. So I had a great time. It was fun. It was a good event.
Yeah, some good laughs. Now, when you talk about luxury real estate, one of the best areas in San Diego is Coronado. You have a new listing there that we'll be showing here in just a moment. But there's market, right? And what's the market doing? Everybody wants to know. And then there's marketing, which, well, how can you advance, you know, the strategies on my home to get more eyes on this property and potentially more of a top dollar. So I want to show a video here that you guys have created with Sotheby's of the Coronado marketplace. And when we come back, Steve, I'd love to hear just kind of what you guys are doing with these videos, how you're pushing it out into the international marketplace. So let's take a look at that video of Coronado.
Since 1885, the island of Coronado has been known as a coastal community in Southern California that the wealthy have always been chasing after. In 1959, Marilyn Monroe starred in Some Like It Hot and showcased the Hotel del Coronado, which across the nation and across the world showed what Coronado had to offer. The Hotel del has still been an icon now for over 100 years. Connecting you from downtown San Diego to Coronado, the Coronado Bridge takes you from a fast-paced metropolis to an island that's a throwback to a simpler time. People love Coronado because when you're on the island of Coronado, you forget you're in downtown San Diego. You can be on your boat, you can be on the beach, you can enjoy everything that's coastal San Diego, you can feel like you're back in the 1950s. Though Coronado began for tourism and vacation, there are more than 24,000 full-time residents in Coronado today, which has some of the best schools in the county and some of the best public parks and golf courses in the country. Coronado is known for a sailing experience. And whether you have your sailboat parked on your private dock in the Coronado Cays or a yacht in the Coronado Yacht Club in central Coronado, it's one of the most incredible places to have a boating and yachting experience. Prices in Coronado span from $1 million all the way up to $30 million. One of the reasons that the island of Coronado is so exclusive is the price floor for over the last decade has been about $1 million. I think this is perfect for someone that wants to have Southern California living, but appreciates a simpler lifestyle. They don't want the hustle and bustle of some of the other coastal communities in San Diego, and they truly want to raise their family in an area that is both safe and exclusive.
Not a bad part of town.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I moved here from St. Louis, Missouri. Just getting to San Diego was an accomplishment. The fact that you can drive over
condolences.
a bridge. Yeah, exactly. So, Steve Games. So you got Seth. He's an all-star agent. He's securing listings all over the place and developing these incredible videos. Sotheby's has a big presence internationally. Explain how important that is when it comes to marketing some of these luxury listings.
Well, I think if you look at the world picture and you say to yourself, we have the best weather, perhaps some of the most beautiful property in the world, and we're kind of undiscovered. And how are you going to get the world, if you want the world, to focus on San Diego? There's those who don't, that are already here. And then there's those that would like to see an international community and the opportunities that come from that. I would say that what you have to do is you have to market a brand that is respected worldwide.
Right.
You know, people from other countries are looking for something they can trust. They know they want the American dream. They know they want to be a part of what we have here, but they don't know who they can trust.
Right.
And if you take a brand like Sotheby's that's been worldwide and acknowledged for 277 years, somebody has to have heard about it.
Clearly, it's one of the most reputable brands, very obviously well known here in San Diego. Now, you aligned with Sotheby's. At what time was that?
I did that about 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, and I had been on a non-compete, which I can guarantee you I'll never sign another non-compete again in my life.
Do they even hold any water in California?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
They do. If someone writes you a big check and buys your company, they hold water anywhere.
Got it.
All right. If you get fired, right, or let go, or the economy breaks up the organization, then you can't have a non-compete. But if somebody says, hey, we're buying your company and we're buying what you built in terms of goodwill, then a non-compete will work.
Absolutely. So now, since you have aligned with Sotheby's, things have really just skyrocketed. You guys are now in the top 100 fastest growing business per the Business Journal, is that right?
Business Journal, yeah, absolutely. And I can say it's done a lot for me too. And none of the success is exclusive just to the organization. We can't be successful unless we're able to move more property. So at the end of the day, that success comes from the bottom down and back from the bottom up and back from the up back to the down. So everybody succeeds. And one of the things that's been so exciting is we've found a very unique way to target international buyers that have cash and are motivated to buy Southern California properties. So
you got a listing now. This is what, 5.99 million?
Yeah, so it's one of my team members.
I gotta love that listing price. It's like taking a kid to buy a Happy Meal. It's not $6, it's $5.99. So you actually do that on $6 million listings. So you just bump it down just a little bit.
So
here it is. So now this is a property that you're securing the listing on. What do we do to market this thing?
Well, so yeah, this is Stephanie Jezik's listing. She co-listed it with another Sotheby's agent, Micah Logan, both out of the
I know
Loy
Micah
office.
really well.
Yeah. So they worked on this property together. It's gorgeous. And honestly, for $5.99 million, it's a good deal. It's 4 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, one of the largest boat docks you can have in the Coronado Cays at 86 feet of frontage for your boat. You can have a very large sailboat or yacht there. And it's one of the better streets. It's one of the better roads you could ever be on in the Coronado Cays. So it's extremely impressive. And even though it's about 10 years old, it lives like it's brand new. So.
Besides this TV show, where else can people see this? When you get a property like this on a high-level listing, what's Sotheby's going to do with it?
Well, I think that's a pretty easy question to answer. The Sotheby's website, which is oftentimes come to by people of wealth because they recognize Sotheby's in both art and homes. They're going to come to the Sotheby's website, and the Sotheby's website has got exclusive properties worldwide, from France to Russia to China to Coronado. So what you're going to find is all of the exclusive properties that Sotheby's represents in San Diego County are available on the website. And websites are interesting things because people will oftentimes just dream on a website. You know, you call this show the American Dream. Well, let me tell you how many people check onto the Sotheby's website dreaming of warmer weather.
Right.
You know, and you know, we should talk about San Diego being a place where all property is exclusive. If you can afford to own a property in San Diego, you're a rich person. You know, I've got a daughter that lives in Nebraska. Do you think
Midwest.
she chose Nebraska, or do you think it's something she could afford?
Yeah, my mom watches this show online from Missouri, so we got to be careful with the Midwest.
And you know what? The Midwest is the heart of the country. It's a beautiful place, and it's magnificent, and it's affordable. You know, in San Diego, you have to make some sacrifices if you're going to use the same income that you would have in Nebraska and own something here in San Diego.
Well, it's about the time of year where people from the Midwest start thinking about San Diego.
They do.
So I appreciate you guys coming here, Seth. Continue to do big things in the real estate market. Sotheby's, obviously, it's an international brand, but it's doing huge things here in San Diego. So good stuff. If you want to connect with our good friends here from Sotheby's, go to sethsold.com. Steve Games, Seth O'Byrne, truly leaders in the industry.